Hi Virgo, welcome back to Net Spiritually Inclined. I'm Net and I'm back with some general messages for you guys. Of course, these messages will not resonate with every single Virgo who check out this video. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Excuse me, as I always say, I have prepared for this reading off camera and I would like to ask Spirit to protect me and my Virgo viewers as well as any cross watchers from negative energy during this reading. I'm going to get started on your reading, Virgos. I am using a few different decks. So let's get into your first 4-card spread, Virgos. Excuse me. So we have 10 of Air, a time of independence. Say goodbye to the public persona, no longer bound by another's opinion. Walk your own path. Humans are paradoxical by nature. See and know your potential. The self is whole. Time to grow up and leave home. Okay. And then Virgos, the scribe of air. Okay. Look for an unbiased source. Be objective and seek multiple perspectives. Visit the library or archives. Value the written word by writing things down. Document your life journey. Make multiple copies of your digital files. A need to censor yourself. Guard your personal information. King of Fire. Ground and focus your passion. Be more than an ideas person. Remain involved from start to finish. Be dauntless. Every leader is a part of a team. Delegate. Respect your position by respecting others. Show your appreciation. Keep your temper in check. 3 of Water. Celebrate your victories. Take satisfaction from your endeavors. Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will continue. A rewarding outcome, an exciting future. Free yourself from unrealistic expectations. Allow the outcome to manifest freely. Let's get into your next 4-card spread. Masculine. Your abilities are at their peak, but you need to focus better on your objectives, perhaps asking for advice from a masculine or paternal figure. God of rain and fertility. Pay attention and weigh the forces you wish to put into play because they are like the water. It can irrigate, which means help you grow, but in excess, it can cause floods, and in absence, it can cause drought. Fraternity. Approach your work and your actions in a state of socialness and solidarity, perhaps starting collaboration with those you trust. Last card for this 4-card spread, Harvest. You have not yet reached your final realization, but the results are coming. So persevere and continue in your work. All right. Let's get into your next 4-card spread. The clinging. All right, let's see. Fire will not burn on its own, but must cling to the fuel that feeds it. So too does the superior person seek fuel to feed the spiritual fire, lest it burn out from neglect. As the flame within grows brighter, it adds its light to the world and improves it. Clinging to what is true and right brings good fortune. Influence. The mountain is strong and stable, but can be hard or harsh. The lake is a softer force than the mountain, but gains strength from the mountain. Stillness and gentle movement attract and complement each other, their influence enhancing the best in both. This is the best path of wooing to improve each other through mutual attraction. Decrease. Evaporation decreases water in the lake and disperses it upon the mountain. It is the nature of the lake to give of itself for the benefit of something greater. When one makes a simple sacrifice for the well-being of another, the decrease brings no shame. Letting go of what has fulfilled its usefulness is another form of decrease that leads to success. This also speaks about the sun, which means happiness in tarot. Keeping still. Mountains close together, enhance each other's stillness and stability. They form a sanctuary where the demands of the world can be set aside and all movement ceases. When one enters such a spirit of stillness, restlessness disappears. The heart is soothed into quietness. The time of keeping still will be followed by a time of movement. But for now, this movement is all there is. Let's get into your last 4-card spread of Virgos, okay? Child divine. Closely related to magical innocent child, but distinguished by its redemptive mission. Associated with innocence, purity, and redemption, God-like qualities that suggest a union with the divine itself. On the downside, Virgos, Spirit is saying that some of you are manifesting as an inability to defend yourself against negative forces. Ask whether you see life through the eyes of a benevolent, trusting God or goddess, or tend to respond to others with fear of being hurt or with a desire to hurt others first. Engineer. Grounded, orderly, strategic qualities gives creative energy a practical expression. So some of you Virgos, you could be an architect, a builder, a designer, or schemer. Talent for engineering everyday situations or designing solutions to common dilemmas. What some of you could stand to work on, Virgos, I'm seeing here is that Spirit is saying some of you are manifesting as a master manipulator, designing situations to your own advantage, regardless of the needs of others. Spirit is saying look for a pattern of designing and building structures, devices, or solutions. Monk or nun. Celibate. So some of you may not be having sex, Virgos. Possesses spiritual intensity, devotion, dedication, persistence, perhaps wisdom. Able to be single-minded, devoted to a spiritual path or to any work that requires intense focus, including art and business. Celibate conserves vital energy for work and or spiritual practice. On the downside, Virgos, Spirit is saying what some of you may want to consider working on is that some of you may not be living in reality, removed from the real world, overly pious, self-absorbed, basically. Determine whether you have a serious life pattern of removing yourself from the world and personal relationships in order to focus intently on spiritual practice or work. Prince. True prince is a ruler in training who serves the people he will someday lead, whether in the literal, figurative, or spiritual kingdom. Characteristics of generosity, fairness, compassion, and wisdom should be well balanced. So, Virgo, there is a young male, a young boy, or a male that's young that's popping up in your reading. And these may be his characteristics. On the downside, this younger masculine that's coming up in your energy, Virgos, Spirit is saying he can work on, or he's manifesting in the spiritual dimension as a young man with great feelings of entitlement, who thinks the world owe him something, who uses his position and power purely to advance his own interests without regard for the needs of others. This may be a young masculine in your energy, Virgos, who may need to look for a history of preparing for leadership in one particular realm. Thief. So this could be a con artist showing up in your energy, Virgos, a swindler, a Robin Hood, should be evaluated from its symbolic meaning in the emotional and intellectual arenas, including plagiarism, stealing ideas, and even affection. Implies the need to earn self-respect by taking what isn't yours because you lack the ability to provide for yourself. prods you to learn to generate power from within by alerting you when you're in danger of losing faith in yourself. So I mean, Virgos, for some of you, this could be your energy. This could be the spiritual dimension saying that you're manifesting to them as a swindler, a con artist, a thief. So on the downside, Virgos, or whoever this is coming up in your energy, you of this person, if you're in this thief energy, doesn't steal out of actual need, such as starvation, but out of perceived need. Shoplifting items one can't afford to buy. Look for a continuing pattern of expropriating from others, materially, intellectually, or emotionally. So this means stealing someone's energy, stealing someone's happiness. It doesn't mean literally stealing a physical thing. Okay. All right. And then Virgos, social media also fell out of the deck. I didn't intend for it to, but because it did, I just kept it. I always feel like when cards fall out of the deck that I didn't necessarily try to get to fall out, there's a message in there somewhere. So social media. So some of you, I'm seeing that there was some negativity going on for some of you on social media, and basically you simply blocked it. You don't have time for negativity. Some of you, if you're spiritual Virgos, you understand what negativity does to the energy, does to the body, does to the brain, so some of you, this person wants to go back and forth with you on social media, but some of you, you block this person. Is this person not even worth it? Virgos, that's your reading.